Happy New Year. Happy New 2019. The start of a new year, and I want to talk today about writing through the seasons. I've developed this preference to write a script that has a connection to the season that I'm in. For example, it's January, we're in midwinter. I would be looking at writing something that had something to do with snow. Even if it wasn't a major theme, there would be some kind of snowy backdrop or some reference to winter. If it was spring, a kind of a spring-like quality to it. Outdoors, the sun shining or beaming if it was summertime. The summer months would be good for anything to do with holidays or cruises. Autumn, that will be more reflective, perhaps downcast with the falling autumn leaves. Of course, everybody associates the last day of October with Halloween, and everybody associates the beginning of November with bonfire night and fireworks. And of course fog and mystery and suspense. And December, of course, it's the run up to Christmas, the time when the whole year climaxes with celebration. So it's not always possible. You know, a competition comes along, an opportunity comes along, and you've got an idea, but it doesn't quite fit the season that you're in. Or, for example, in 2017, when I developed this idea for a musical, it could have been set at any time of the year. And actually, you shouldn't be too time specific. You know, if everything you wrote was about Christmas, then you're limiting the audience at other times of the year if it's going to be filmed. I was writing this musical 2 years ago, spring 2017, and it really didn't matter what time of the year it was set. And I don't think there's anything in it that really screams out what time of the year it's set. But I was writing this from the spring equinox of 2017. So I was thinking March, April, I want a bit of spring in it. So I had a scene and a song set in a park, and it conjured up this kind of spring-like atmosphere. And there was also a song that referenced spring, although I'm not 100% sure we're going to be keeping the song in its entirety. But that's a kind of an example. So even if you can't or shouldn't or don't write about the season that you're in, and that is quite a superficial thing really. I mean, the main thing is the story and the themes and the characters. But I just feel kind of connected with the outside, because, you know, it's quite an introverted thing, writing. You know, obviously you go out and you mix with other people, but when you're in front of that machine, it can kind of insulate you from the outside world. So it's like a little link to the outside world to actually have a reference to the time of year that you're actually writing it in, whatever it is you're writing. So that's my take on writing through the seasons. It's not the be-all and end-all, but it's a nice little thing, I think. It's a nice little preference that I have, and I think it actually helps motivation and momentum, because if I'm writing something about Christmas and I want to get it finished by Christmas time, then, you know, and if you're writing something in the midsummer period about a cruise and you want to get it finished by the end of August, then, you know, there's the kind of momentum there to get it done while that season is taking place. Yeah, it's a little quirk of mine, writing through the seasons, but it's not the be-all and end-all. The main thing, of course, is the story, the characters, and the plot.